tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Cowboys going up against the Seahawks. And with that, we'll send you up to the Pacific Northwest and Central Link Field in Seattle, home of the 12s. So we'll welcome in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. They come out here in the eye. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cedric Thornton in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Complete out right to Kurz. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's got Kurz. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And now following that play, we've got a man down defensively, one of the members of the secondary. And we'll just hope he's all right to continue. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time. But now you get to sit up here with me. Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
No one's working that ass.
11 yards and it'll move the sticks. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Well, maybe a little of both. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Shift together here from the D-line. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get him running right. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 42 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas rolls. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. Cowboy fans hoping to see Bryant back after the bye week. He had the knee injury. We haven't seen him since week 3 against Chicago.
What's he have, 11 catches on the season thus far? You know he's just chomping at the bit for the chance to get back on the field and make those types of Dez Bryant plays that we've all come to expect. And how well has Dak Prescott played? Done it largely without Dez Bryant.
Be another weapon for him.
So whether it's him or Tony Romo getting Dez Bryant back, that really helps the offense.
Let's go!
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Now Wilson on second down. And Graham's got it over the middle. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On third down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Okay, with 7 weeks in the books, let's take a deeper dive into the MVP race. At the top, you got the David Johnsons, Matt Ryans. Yeah, but what about dark horses?
Matt Stafford, Detroit quarterback. Derek Carr, Oakland quarterback. Phillip Rivers, San Diego quarterback. And what if Miami gets on a roll? Jay Ajayi, their running backs, going back-to-back weeks of over 200 yards.
And one of only 4 players to do that in NFL history. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Tony McDaniel coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
Here's Prescott going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Well, Brandon, what I'm seeing in this game so far, an offensive line that's establishing themselves well on the line of scrimmage, and they feel like they can keep pounding and pounding throughout this game in order to win.
And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 2nd down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's got time. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
Yeah, now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they're printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going right side, he has Witten. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And side. He's got Witten. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll try again with Elliott. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Cedric Thornton, the one that got him down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it's Wilson.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They set up the screen to Rawls. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jamarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.